your girl Tblunt. Too late?
Has it been that long?
Yeah. When you see me, nigga, you don't see money. I got some money on me. I got some money on me. Tell me you gotta see. I got some money on me. I got some money on me. Tell me you gotta see.
We missed y'all, TB fam.
Yo, Bmore in the house.
And your girl Tblunt. I thought I had some vocals right there. I'm fat. Because look how happy I am over some blizzards.
Yep, right. Okay, y'all. Today, we're going to be talking about...
Repping my home. Not my hometown, but where I live at. Huh?
What are we talking about today?
Oh! We're here today to discuss the When They See Us documentary.
Oh, yeah. It had to be discussed.
We couldn't, y'all know now, we could not go without discussing this. Y'all don't mind my little, I don't know what happened right here, y'all.
Stop touching it. You can't touch
Who
it.
is she
It's gonna get
talking
worse.
to?
It's going to
This
get
is my
worse.
body.
All right, when it gets bigger.
Okay, so y'all, okay, for real. Let's really talk business here. So how many of y'all watched that documentary?
Me. And y'all did too, right? If y'all haven't, it's on Netflix. Catch it while it's on there. Good ass movie based off of a true story. Super sad. So if you're a crier,
Super sad, y'all.
get the Kleenex ready.
Yeah, so if you a person that cry, if you don't like crying, you might want to break it up. I don't think if you're an emotional person or you get triggered by stuff like this, you might not want to watch it all at one time.
Yeah, they split it into 3 episodes that are like an hour long. So split it up like that.
I have a lot of young black nephews. You know, and I know a lot of people want to try to say, it's the situation. They were there. They were in the right place, wrong time, and all of that, or wrong place, wrong time, however you want to put it. But it's still a matter of, I hate to say it, if they were Caucasian, would they have had it pinned on them the way that these 5 boys had it pinned on them? You get what I mean?
It wouldn't even have
So
happened.
that's where I'm saying I have a young black son that's about to be 6. So he's only what?
8 years
7
younger.
years younger than
He was
the
14,
youngest boy. Wasn't he 13?
I thought he was 14.
14?
Mm-hmm.
So it really made me cry, y'all. So I'm gonna let Bmore talk.
She's passing the baton on to me. Okay, so let's just give a little summary of what this is about. We might input a preview, might not. This is based off a true story of 5 young boys ranging Central Park 5, like she said, ranging from ages 14 to 16. Most of them, I believe, are like 15, because when you're 16, they can sign for themselves.
2 was 15.
No, because one was
Corey. 16. Corey
that's
was 16.
why they were really emphasizing it. Corey, he admitted so much, and then that's why he ended up going to the jail, because
16.
they considered him an adult as far as being able to sign for himself. The one boy,
the
Mexican boy,
when a
or
man's
Hispanic,
brain is not even fully developed until like 25, 26.
It should have at least been 18. But the Hispanic boy on his ID, that's why she's thinking too, had lied about something.
No, that was Yusuf. Because remember when they pulled Yusuf over, they was like, "How old are you?" And he gave him his bus card, and he was like, "Oh, you're 16." He was like, "No, I'm actually 15. I just."
Oh, this was right before they took him in.
Yeah, he was like, I'm 16.
Why the fuck am I telling the Hispanic boy?
Because of whatever. The Hispanic boy was 15 too, but he was like, I just put 16 for girls. And then that's why I'm thinking about it. That's when they brought him in.
Okay.
And then that's when they were trying to tell his mom, like, oh, we thought he was 16, and that's why we was interrogating him.
That's why I got it confused. So there was 2 things with it. Got it. Makes sense. So, these boys decided to go to the park. It really was crazy. For some reason, I thought they were going to a party, but they were just going to a park to kick it. And around this time that they all went to the park, and it was a huge crowd. So out of this huge crowd of people going, they just so happened to be able to catch four boys. The other boy got brought in later, but they were able to catch 4 boys, and off of that, they were really trying to say that they're the ones who committed this crime, which was a rape of a white woman in the same park, I guess around the same time, when really it wasn't even around the same time. Y'all gotta watch it. We're not gonna do a spoiler this time around. However, we do want to put our opinions out there on racism in America and how stuff is still crazy right now.
It's just us. You and us. Who you were in the park with?
I don't know names. I just got lost.
Where did you see the lady?
One lady.
The female jogger was severely beaten and raped. Every black male who was in the park last night is a suspect. I need all of them.
What's going on with my son?
Your son was involved in a rape in Central Park.
What? No,
Wait a minute. Wait a second.
They saw you rape the lady.
I didn't see a lady or hit anyone. I didn't see any lady.
Kevin.
I didn't see any lady.
I want to see my son right now. Right now.
Whatever they said I did, I didn't.
I know.
Zoning on the road.
Nothing these boys state matches the central facts of the crime. All we need is for one to tie this whole thing together.
These tapes are not as clean as the state would have you believe.
There is injustice happening here.
There is not one shred of evidence.
Imagine the frenzy of these teenagers ripping off her
They
clothes.
are innocent of these
They
crimes.
are guilty.
They're doing us like this.
What other way they ever do us?
And I haven't looked back
I'm having these dreams.
since I met
I keep hearing these footsteps. And they come closer and closer. That's me. Coming to bring you home. They said if I went along with it, that I could go home. And that's all I wanted.
The police will do anything. Lie on us, they will lock us up, they will kill us.
This is my life.
I don't think we should admit to something that we didn't do.
Okay, we keep fighting.
My mom or my family ain't going for that. You know, they not about to let you admit to something that you ain't do. It's not happening. Just like I'm not about to let my son admit to something he didn't do. I want to know the full layout of why you saying my son did it, even now in school, in daycare, preschool, when they was trying to say Zion hit this little boy. Okay, what happened? Where it happened? What happened? Who it happened with? What did he do? What you saying he did? Why you saying he did it? I want details. You're not about to just pin this on my son saying he is angry or hitting or beating on someone when he didn't do it.
Mm-hmm. What the fuck? Is this chocolate?
No, that's a burn or something.
Hell no, girl. Where the fuck I get that from?
Anyway.
Oh my god.
So all I'm saying is what I didn't like about it. I didn't like the one of is it Antron's dad.
Oh yeah, it's Antron.
Like I understand afterwards he beat himself up for her, like, and they were showing that he beat himself up for her.
Antron's dad was so
But
wrong. He
I
should
feel
know
like
better. He was in
on
the system.
all levels, he was the parent that was the most flat out wrong, if you ask me. Because
Horrible.
one,
And then he got mad at him, throwing chairs. and
because
shit.
one, he only made him confess because the officer went out and threatened his job. Like, you know, and I understand, like, if that's your means of supporting your family, but at the same time, you not about to make my son agree to something just because you threatened my job.
Then he was so salty about it after the case. He wasn't even coming to support his son in court until he had to testify. Bogus.
And that's why he told him, like, now you coming that you supposed to be on the stand, but what if you say something wrong that you shouldn't have said, which he did, you know, like.
And his son knew, like, Dad, really? You want me to admit it? Really? Like, he knew it was wrong.
And that's why he sent his mom out the room, because he knew his mom wasn't going to go for it.
And how can they send the mom out the room?
But his dad was telling his mom to go out, too. He was telling her, like, go out. I'll handle it. Just go. I'll handle it.
Idiot. Fucking idiot. I'm sorry. She's an idiot. He's an idiot. And he got what came to him later on when he was sick. You see, that's the kind of person I am. I shouldn't be saying it. Karma. But I'm mad about it.
It's karma.
At one time, I didn't believe in karma. But, you know, at this point in my life, I do.
And then, like with Raymond, his grandma didn't even speak English. You know?
That was sad.
So it was just like, what can she don't even know what's going on. She just there because her son told her to go with him. Like,
they had an interpreter though, didn't they?
He wasn't telling her nothing, really. Right. And that's when he told her and was like, oh, we're going to take a break.
Yeah, and you can't do that.
But it's like, what? How you taking a break? Okay, we all taking a mother break.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, you don't do that. And then you escort her out the room and then it's just him.
Y'all, this story made me cry. And I'm not a big crier, but it made me cry.
I think maybe this case might be part of the reason why they really emphasize that minors need to have their parents in the room with them before anything, because
and it was even then they supposed to have a parent in the room with them, and that's why they was telling Yusuf mom was like, oh, we believed he was 16 and that's why we were interrogating him, you know. And it was like, no, you knew he wasn't 16, you knew he was 15.
I'm happy Yusuf's mom knew her stuff.
Oh yeah, she was like,
I'm happy
she wasn't having it. Like, only thing I didn't like how Yusuf mom was treating Corey or acting towards Corey's incident.
Yes, we gotta talk about that. I was talking about this with Rico. We gotta talk about it. What's your outlook on that? When Corey's mom wanted Yusuf to write.
See, it's like, I understand they're not supposed to have no contact.
Okay.
So you don't want them to have no contact because you don't want Yusuf to get in trouble.
Right.
And you don't want Corey to get in more trouble. So I understand what Yusuf mom was saying. Like, no, we can't have them have no communication. Okay. But it wasn't. How hard is it for her to write him a letter and say, "Hey, Corey, just letting you know Yusuf is okay, and he have asked about you." So that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't like the fact how she was acting.
That's what I would have done.
I don't like the way that she was acting because I felt like Corey wouldn't even have been at the station if he didn't have her
in mind. Yeah, exactly.
Because what he said when he went down there, he was like, if I went down there, your mom would not forgive me if I let you go down there by yourself. Right. So it was like, and then Yusuf even said it when she went to visit him, like, I just want to know what's going on with Corey because he wouldn't even be in this if it wasn't for me.
Which would have been the perfect timing for Yusuf's mother to come in and be like, you know, I have ran into his mother and he has been asking about you. He's at this jail or whatever.
He's okay.
Y'all can't contact, but he's thinking about you too or something to give him a positive state of mind. She didn't say nothing. Nothing at all.
So that's what I didn't like about the whole situation with Yusuf and
so bogus.
His mom. I didn't like that because I felt like
so bogus.
That's what was making Corey time harder too, because he wasn't knowing what was going on with Yusuf and the other. Like, he didn't know what was going on. Right. You gotta understand, he wasn't in juvie with everybody else, so everybody else knew what everybody else was going through. Like, oh, okay, Yusuf is over here, Kevin's over here, Raymond's over here, but Antron's over here, but they didn't know what was going on with Corey.
That's another fucked up part about this movie, or this true story, y'all. None of them knew each other besides Yusuf and Corey. They didn't even know each other. So here they are being forced to tell these lies or convinced to say these lies so they can get out of here, talking about each other because they're hearing these names from the detectives, but not knowing who anybody was. That's messed up.
What the detectives was doing, the detectives was leading them. Like, that's why they was like, was it Raymond that you see doing it, or was it Kevin that you seen doing it? Because then when it came to a point that they like, we just want you to say what you seen, and didn't you see Kevin doing this? Didn't you see Raymond doing this. So then when they telling them that, so it's like I understand where the boys was coming from when they were trying to confess or say whatever was doing whatever. Because come on now, they how old? They don't really know. Like
they just knew they were.
If they're telling me, if I say this boy did it and I was there, but I didn't do nothing,
I'm gonna do that.
I can go home. That's where I felt their parents should have played a bigger role as far as like what you trying to get, like kind of like Kevin's sister.
Well, that's what I was about to say. It was kind of messed up with Kevin because with Kevin, his mom was sick, and so she couldn't be out there long. But his sister's young too.
But he held on. Kevin held on and was just like ready to, but he didn't know if he really wanted to. And then when his sister came,
and she
it was
signed
to a
that damn
point
paper,
that
man.
How he was begging her.
Yeah, yep.
Like begging her, and she just couldn't take it. So she just was
she
like,
was young too. I don't know how old she was, but like she was punching herself for that too. You know, afterwards, she was saying she shouldn't have signed it. All this stuff, like all these people just weren't aware of the stuff that they were doing, and yeah, she signing that paper basically messed him up. Oh, as well as and I didn't understand why. By the way, you guys. They split it up. They didn't have all their trials together, which in some cases, if you were to piece together who should have the longest time to who should have the shortest time, Kevin, right? Is that it? Kevin, the youngest one, got out of jail second to last, which was bizarre to me. Bizarre. I was like, how is he getting out second to last? You would think he would have been one of the first people to get out, but it's because these cases were split up. So the people in the jury, you know, as they're telling this and all this, they're all getting different times, whether it's unfair or not, because it's not all together. If it was together, it probably would have been pieced together better by their false stories that they were telling. That tripped me out. I was like, what? Second to last? He just said he got, mind you, he had this black eye because a cop punched him in the eye. He said he got scratched in the face trying to help the lady.
And that's because they basically fed that to him. Like, what happened to your eye?
What happened to your eye? I didn't hear him once say that a cop did it. He was probably scared to say a cop did that to him.
Listen, when I say I'm scared for my son with these police, I'm not saying all police are bad. I'm not saying all officers are bad. But what I am going to say, honestly, I fear for my son growing up in America today.
I'm happy she said in America, because not only should they be fearing these police officers, they need to be fearing their peers, because these black young kids are out here just being reckless. So I'm scared for them too, hence why we both have life insurance on our children
and on ourselves.
And on ourselves too. But like, we're black women, we have something to worry about too, but not like these black men. Let's be real, these black men have some issues as they get older that they're going to have to deal with, and hopefully they handle it accordingly. But y'all need to get that life insurance on your kids, especially your black sons. Start young, because that price stays the same throughout. Like, my son he just turned 4, and I'm paying $5 for him, and that's only because of the amount that I chose. Like, if I would have chose a lower amount, I could have been paying like $2 and some change. Now, she has I got a great job too, but her job has great benefits, and her stuff is even better. Like the 75 cents, did you say some cents?
I think it's like 72 cents.
For like 15 or 25,000 or something. Like, damn, for life? Y'all need to have that, because you got to be prepared. Like, you don't want to prepare yourself, but you need to, because you don't want to be in an effed up situation from some crazy stuff like this. I was worried about some of them. I thought some of them could die. I really was worried about Corey when his ass was locked up.
Corey was getting beat down.
When he was locked up, I was so hurt for him.
His story made me, like, break down. Like, just because. And then what was really, really pissing me off is that it's like, after they found them guilty, it's like they still was trying to force them to admit it. And it's like, if they're telling y'all that it's not them, you already found them guilty, why do you want to hear them say it so bad? Just so they can put it out there that, oh yeah, I did it. Just
right.
Like, that
they didn't admit it, but now they're admitting it.
Kind of like when they went to
hold it over their head.
Kind of like when they went to the group.
Oh, I liked how that was handled, though.
That group, she's like,
how many of these meetings? Because dude wasn't going.
No, you're not going.
Who was it?
It was Yusuf.
No, yeah, what's that?
Yusuf and
that was
Kevin.
Yusuf.
It was Yusuf and Kevin, and Kevin was. That's when Yusuf was like, basically telling her like, no, he's not gonna admit to something he didn't do just because it's not y'all.
I was like, yes, you do that. And same with Corey. Corey wasn't going for that stuff either,
and that's why I thought he was going to break.
Me too, because
his last parole. I thought he was going to break when they paused it on him,
right?
And they was like, "Are you ready to admit it?"
That let me know that he didn't admit it them other times, because I sure thought he did. Hence why he transferred.
No,
but he didn't.
He was transferring because he was trying to get close to his mom.
I know. But I thought, because they asked him the same question, and then it went to another scene, I'm like, his ass admitted it. But for them to ask him that again, let me know he didn't.
Yeah, if that's why they wasn't letting him out. That's why his parole wasn't getting granted, because he wasn't admitting that he did it. But I wouldn't admit it either. I'm sorry. You can find me guilty for whatever you want to find me guilty of. I'm going to stay true to myself. And that's what I like that Corey.
Right.
I like that all of them stayed true to their self, and they wasn't about to tell they self they did it just to please them.
Now, mind you, they admitted it in the beginning.
Easier.
Hence why they got the time.
But the thing
is, but that later on they weren't going for it. Once they got the time, they were like, nope.
But if you really listen to when they was talking to the officers, they didn't admit to doing it. They admit to being there and somebody else doing it.
Yeah, that's true.
But when they the written confessions came out, that's when you noticed that
stories were changed.
They was adding stuff into what they written down.
And Corey couldn't read, and they wrote all types of stuff in there he didn't even know that they wrote, and that was sad. But while we're talking about the reactions, once they got out of jail, that girl from Orange is the New Black, boy, this character she played in this movie made me not like her. You know how somebody can act so well in the movie? You know, the lady who looks like the Ice Age character.
I don't watch Orange is the New Black, so who you talking about?
Okay, so the Hispanic boy. His stepmom. Oh my God.
I was like, she ready to go a couple rounds.
You guys, the way she acted in this part, I know y'all thinking like, I know she didn't just say, oh girl looks like the main character in Ice Age. Y'all, I think everybody looks like an animal. I think I look like a bull. So don't think I'm not putting myself in there. I'm sorry, she looks like the Ice Age character. She's cute though, but she was bogus. And his dad, at first he was playing the cards right, like, you ain't paying the bills, don't worry about these calls and all this stuff. But when he came home, the way she was treating him, and the dad was tolerating that, like, respect her, she's my wife. She was out of place. She was out of place.
I feel if you get with somebody that has a child, you need to accept that child as well, as if it's your own. I felt like it was beyond disrespectful when she was like, you gonna let a rapist talk to me that way when you know damn well he didn't do it.
Then he's grown as hell. He has a woman in the room having sexual relations. Why does it matter? He's not no child.
He's not your man.
Not your man. He's not a child.
But what it all boils down to, she was attracted to the son.
Because she was a young mother. She was young.
She was
you can assume that, but look.
But I was ready to go a couple rounds with. I was like, she needs to square up.
I said this that shit people be talking about them Latinos, boy. They just take it too far. These Latinos I see now. She was tripping. I know y'all like, wait a minute, I'm Hispanic. Don't act like y'all don't know. We have an angry black woman, whatchamacallit. Y'all I'm saying no more.
Just like y'all probably think y'all not that.
Oh my God. But y'all are like us though. Y'all almost are in this category, but y'all are feisty. Y'all, I don't know. And then I think she's the one who called the cops on him when she said she was.
Right. She was like, I'm gonna call your PO and tell him he's selling drugs.
I was like, and then he got outside and the cops were there. I said, she really did it. I had to call my husband at home like, babe, I know she didn't just call the cop, you know. Hopefully nobody from work is watching. Because I was watching. And anyway.
Mind your business. Mind the business that pay you, and it's not her.
I was still getting my job done.
Everybody that know me know that's my key phrase. Mind the business that pay you.
That's the first time I ever heard you say that.
I say it all the time, girl. I'll be at work. I'll be walking. Somebody be like, where you going? I'll be like, mind the business that pay you, and it's not me. It's your computer.
Okay, that's a new one. But yeah, y'all, she was just so mean. And the dad was like, respect her, she's my wife. And it's like, you talk to your wife and she can handle her kids with you, but I'm grown as hell and you talk to me about the issues.
Yeah,
like, she was out of place.
But that shit was just bogus anyway, how they made a big ass scene that he went in there and got some food. If you sitting there feeding another child, where in my head that I'm gonna think like, oh, okay, I can't eat? If food in there and I see somebody else eating, I'm gonna think it's okay for me to eat too.
Right. The way she snapped, I almost thought that he was eating from the pot. But I realized he wasn't.
He was dipping in there. He was dipping in the thing, and her mom went in there and was like, "I made that dinner for us to eat for later."
Right.
And it's just looking like, excuse me. And then what makes it even worse? It wasn't even her house. It was his dad's house,
which he was housing everybody. I was just gonna say a comment that would have offended people. I'm gonna keep it to myself. I'm gonna have to tell you off the camera, girl.
Off camera.
Because this is just too blunt. Y'all ain't ready for it.
Y'all ain't ready for it, and we ain't got time.
It's about
for no negative comments, because trust me, baby, I always got time.
Oh yeah,
Tblunt always got time.
Oh,
so you can share your
Tblunt got time. We got time, not just you.
Bmore, yeah, Tblunt.
Tblunt TV got time.
Trust me, we be waiting on them.
We waiting on them comments, baby.
We got time, baby. So
definitely do.
If you gonna come with them comments, make sure you come in correct, baby.
Please do.
I know everybody ain't gonna like it, but I'm just gonna say, if you're gonna come with some negative comments, just be ready for my response back. I ain't saying it's gonna be, crazy. Like,
it depends on how crazy you are.
It depends on how your comment.
Yeah, just come correct. If you don't like what we're saying, get on. Go to the next page. But
anyways, back to like what we were saying about this whole thing with this documentary. I've been seeing a lot that it's like a horror film to black people.
Yeah, people scared to watch it or can't completely finish it.
And if you think about it, it's kind of true. It is like a horror film, because it's just like, that they're doing that to us. Like, that black men has been being mistreated and getting wrapped up in a court system and in prison and in jails for little to nothing for everything. You get what I mean? Kind of like, just like what J. Cole said in his song,
What song?
The Caucasian parents asking the judge to forgive their son for having a habit, but how many black addicts are in the system? You get what I'm saying?
Yes, it's all bad.
So it's just like, it's something that we know that's going on, but to just actually see it full course as far as how it went from the detectives to the DA to the judge. You see, the judge what did he tell him? You're here to answer her questions. The fuck?
Yeah, they all had their minds made up.
They already, and that's what their attorney told them. Like, they already got their mind made up. Mm-hmm. They already know what's gonna happen. That's why they sent y'all directly to the judge that they sent y'all to. Mm-hmm. They didn't spin it and just y'all falling whoever court y'all fall in. They already had y'all judge picked.
Judges, was it all the same judge?
They all had the same judge, Gallon.
I did not catch that.
They all had Judge Gallon.
Oh my God, I didn't catch that.
They all had.
On different, that's fucked up. They might as well have done the case together.
They only split the cases because they felt like they had a better chance of winning.
I know.
If they split the
and
cases.
It's fucked up because the one lawyer that had the opportunity to split it up did it, and he was on the black people's side. He did not have to do that. And see, they work together. That's why we need to stick together. Stop working against each other. I'm tired of it. Wake up, America. Wake up. It's fucked up. But what I was going to say is Corey. When Corey was getting his sentences, y'all, I'm not going to lie. When they were like, not guilty, shocked the fuck out of me. Not guilty. People started getting relieved. Guilty on all 5 counts. Guilty. That shit fucked me up. I'm at work in tears. People walking past. I'm over here.
No.
I was messed up by it.
When I really broke down is when he was in the court. I mean, when he was in jail and the black officer told him, let me know when you can do something for me. Bitch, what can he do for you? He in jail.
The white officer or the black officer?
No, the black.
You talking about when he transferred?
When he first went to jail, and the black officer was like,
that was a white guy.
No, his name was Simon. No, he was black. When he was like,
who we talking about? Corey?
Remember when he first was lined up?
We talking about Corey.
And the dude that was sitting next to him was like, I got something for you. And he was like, okay, well. And then he was like, I know y'all all know what Simon Sass is.
That was a white guy.
He was black.
Girl, the black. Okay.
Please look it up.
Y'all, I'm about to look. I'm trying to tell you it was a white guy.
Okay, please.
It was the black guy when he transferred.
Please look it up.
I'm about to look it up.
Robert, you talking about the white guy is Roberts. Roberts is who had his back.
No.
He only did
okay. That's okay. Let's bet. What we betting?
I can bet you $10.
You want to bet $10? When am I gonna get it? That's the question. Tell me now.
When I decide.
No, see, people like her, you can't make bets with. You can't make bets with people like her. Oh my God.
She get it when I say she get it.
I ain't gonna get it when they see us, right? I'm fucking up. Okay, cool. We gonna figure it out because I'm trying to tell you, it was the white guy. It was the black guy when he transferred. Oh gosh. Please try to remember it so I don't gotta find it. Try to remember. Since I'm not getting $10 anyway, I will put the link here. I will put the link on the camera. You gotta go all the way to his. He was season 3. He was the 3rd season, right? They told his story in the 3rd season, right? You're on season 1, episode.
But the boy that played Corey, he did a damn good job.
And I read that he's still fucked up by. You know how some people have to get in character and go through things. He said he's still trying to heal from playing this character.
It's kind of like the dude that played the Joker.
Season 3.
It's kind of the dude
that
played the Joker.
May he rest in peace.
Yeah, they say when you play these parts, you really have to get in. You gotta actually live these characters every day. You gotta actually make these characters your person on a daily basis, so you can, if you want to play your part right. You get what I'm saying?
Was he in part? So 8/16, Corey begins a brutal journey. So this is it, right? It would be part 4. It was a white cop, and then it was a black cop when he transferred.
Okay, well we about to see.
No worries. I only bet money when I'm sure. Okay. You see? And I'm always challenging her. I know y'all seen the episode where she had to prove me wrong with Twitter, but I never looked at Twitter.
All the time. Just like I had to prove her wrong when she was saying the subscribe button was on this side and it's on that side.
I knew what side it was on. I was just trying to give y'all good.
Right there. No, go back some more. Go back some more. Go back some more.
Girl, this whole thing, it must have started at the end of the episode.
I'm talking about when
white. There's a white guy right there.
I'm talking about when he first got.
This is the
21st.
He said, it's a white guy. No, he's white.
Let me show you what he said.
He's white.
He's not white. He is
white. White.
Look at that.
No, the man is white.
Okay, you guys.
All that time you thought he was black and light skinned, he's a white guy.
I know what I said. It's not hard to figure out.
Because it's the same cop that got him from the
yes, it's a white guy.
Infirmary. No.
Now the only difference is if you really thought he was black, but he's a white guy.
He is black.
He's white.
Look at this man.
I'm looking at him.
You're one of those people that'll see a albino person and think that they're.
I know how albino people look. I have a cousin who's albino.
No, you were one of those.
Oh my gosh, we call him Rico.
Please call him.
We calling him.
Please call him.
We calling him. We are. What the hell?
We can Google it. Google it and say the officers in the.
No, I want to see what Rico thought about this character.
Okay, we about to call Kyra too then.
Yeah, we can call.
You can just fast forward it to the part when he came out.
Show him.
You can just fast forward it to the part when he came out the infirmary.
That's what I'm trying to do, but that's in the season. That's in season episode.
No,
3.
it's in the same season because that's when they beat him up.
Girl, so yeah, the part when he got beat up. Okay, hold on.
What y'all think?
Cop. Babe, I have a question for you. We're talking about the movie. You know, Corey, the one that had it the worst in the movie. You know the cop that gave him a hard time in the beginning who said, "Tell me what you can do for me." Yeah. Is he white or is he black?
That nigga ain't white.
Tish said he's black,
but is he white?
He's white.
That nigga definitely ain't black. That nigga.
Thank you.
He white. Either he white or he like
He lying for his wife, y'all. Listen to him lying.
He ain't like, see.
Listen to him lying.
Tish thought he was black, baby.
Listen to him lying for his wife, y'all. What is he?
You said he's not what? He's not white. I mean, he's not black, but he's what?
I said if he's not white, he's one of them real light Hispanics.
Okay, I can go with that, but he ain't black.
He ain't white.
No, Tish, you ain't say, oh, he could be Hispanic.
Well, I get off this phone.
It's okay.
Take it off for your wife.
It's okay. When I get home, I'm going to show him and then we can talk about it. I don't know why you think he was black.
Just made me mad. Get off this phone. Let me look it up.
The black guy was when he transferred. Yeah, look it up.
He didn't transfer. He didn't ever deal with no black guy.
Yes, he did. Oh my God, don't let me go to the black guy. Look, you look it up.
Give me this.
You look it up, and then when we're done, we're going to go to the black guard. Because how are you not remembering this? When he transferred, the black guy came in there like, oh yeah, I knew you. We knew you were coming. When I heard the popular blah, blah, blah was going to come
yes,
in.
That's a dark-skinned dude.
But he's black. Dark-skinned
what? This dude is black too.
So you are about colorism now. So color this just because she was a couple steps away from being raped in the fucking house back in slavery days while she's talking shit. Oh no!
Let me show y'all.
Oh, see, it's hot too. These lights. She got me over here hot.
This part made me cry, y'all. Oh, her Android loading and shit.
Oh,
this part right here.
Yeah, it was sad.
This part broke me the fuck down. Cause you see how he was begging, like,
He was
you don't
saying,
have to hurt me. You don't have to
You
hurt
don't have to
me.
hurt me. You don't have to hurt me.
I said I want to pause. You don't have to hurt me. You don't have to hurt me. Yeah, you're right. You don't have to. Bro, come on, please.
Guards and all them, they be so bogus.
And he's standing right there, watching.
Right, for a fucking crunch bar. Like, simple shit like
he
that.
actually got 2 crunch bars.
Yeah, still. That ain't shit. Horrible.
I want to show y'all him because he's not white.
Oh,
He's
put it
not
on here. Don't
Caucasian.
worry. I will put it on here specifically because she want to be... He's not black, though. Like
Man,
you're
they
saying.
fucked him up.
He's not black, though. That's the main thing.
Okay. We about to show y'all when he come get him from the infirmary.
I'm going to put it on here nice and clear so it's big on the screen since she's talking.
And y'all put in y'all comments, do y'all think he's Caucasian? Because we need to stop saying
It's
white.
either black.
It's
No.
Caucasian.
We're going to go with the main thing here. She said he was black. Was he black or not? Period.
But
we don't
she
need to ask the
said
rest
so.
of the shit.
So we don't need to go with what you're saying though. You just
Okay, is he more black or is he more white? How
You
about
just
that? Does that
swapping
make you
down
feel
as
better?
white. No.
Okay.
Is he white or is he
white?
black?
Okay,
Is he
we'll
white
just
or
keep it
black?
simple. We'll just keep it simple.
Cause she
I'm winning
swore up
here.
and down that he's.
Oh, this just all came up
Caucasian.
because you thought he was black. It wouldn't even matter. Anything that's not black is the main thing here. This girl. What are you looking for now?
I'm waiting till he get him from the infirmary.